Hello beautiful dragon people, it's me, your pal Vero, here to bring you some more answers to your questions. So, let's get right back into it. When will Season 4 be released? If you can answer that question, you'll be my hero. Well, I mean, I can't give a concrete answer because, you know, I don't work for the show. Sometimes people ask me questions like I have inside information, and I'm like, I don't know. Ask Wonderstorm, ask the co-creators, I don't know. But I will say this, based on the research that I've done about how long it takes to complete some animation, and from what I've heard from the co-creators of the show about how long it typically takes to write the episodes, I would say that the most early we could see it is possibly in spring of 2021. However, I suspect it will be closer to the fall. It really depends on a lot of factors, mainly how much the show needs to be made from scratch. Like, one of the benefits of using 3D animation means that they don't have to spend as much time creating original assets for a lot of things. Because of that, there's a really good chance that they will have a head start on the animation process and could possibly have it done by spring. I suspect they are going to try to return to their original release schedule and just call this year a wash. And if that's the case, then in spring or fall is the most likely time for it to be released, because that was the times of the years that they were releasing the seasons before. I hope that helps. My question is, what do you think the key of Eros is? That's a really good question, and it's something that probably deserves its own video. If I had to guess, I believe that it's one of two things. Either it's literally the key to unlock him from his prison, thus the name, or it's a metaphorical key to get his revenge. In which case, I believe that the object is either holding the kind of power that he needs to accomplish his ultimate goal, or maybe somehow it unleashes the rest of his power so that he can get revenge. I definitely think that it's going to be an object of destruction, and I think that his ultimate goal is going to be to wipe out all of the magical creatures in the world. And I suspect that the key of Eros is somehow going to be the catalyst for accomplishing that goal. But hey, that's just a theory. A Dragon Prince theory. Thanks for watching. Okay. Oh. Why did I say that? Do you prefer Moonshadow, Sunfire, Star-Touched, Earthblood, Skywing, or Tidebound elves? Like, who do you think is the best type of elf? Did you do your Primal Source quiz in the official Dragon Prince page? I don't know if you can hear that. There's a helicopter like right outside my house. Why is there a helicopter here? I think the government found me. Nope. Okay. I think I'm good, guys. I think I'm good. And if you did, what was the result? Do you prefer seasons 1, 2, or 3? I really don't know what the best kind of elf is. I think they are all pretty cool and they all have strengths and weaknesses, and I really look forward to seeing what the other elves are capable of. So far, my favorite elf culture is really the only one that I've gotten a lot of information on, and it's the Moonshadow Elf tribe. When the RPG comes out, I'm definitely planning on playing a Moonshadow Elf. Although I really love the design of the Star-Touched elves, and yes, I have taken the Primal Source quiz, and nobody freak out, but I got Dark Magic. I always get the bad guy ones whenever I do these types of quizzes. I think it's because, like, I got like a strong will and I'm really ambitious, and I think that's why I always end up getting like the bad guys, because that's usually like the most ambitious people. The most driven in these types of stories are always the villains, so I think that's why I always get the villains. I'm also a Slytherin, whenever I take a Harry Potter house quiz, so. What do you think is Claudia's future? Is she going to redeem herself or become the main villain of the series? What Dragon Prince season or spin-off are you most eager for? What are your Dragon Prince headcanons? And what other fandoms are you in? That's it for me. I think that Claudia's future is going to be very dark. I think that her journey is going to parallel Callum's and show what he could have become if he had given into the shortcuts of dark magic. I do not think she's going to become the main antagonist of the show, but I suspect she's going to end up being the secondary villain. Possibly she and Rayla will have some kind of showdown, while at the same time Callum fights Eros alone. But I'm not quite the same fan of anything else as I am of the Dragon Prince. I'm really into Star Wars and of course Avatar: The Last Airbender. I love fantasy and science fiction, so most things that are in those genres are things that I usually will enjoy. As far as headcanon stuff goes, I'm not really sure. I really don't use a lot of headcanon. I prefer to stick with what is the canonical information and what the writers of whatever it is intended. I'm definitely more of an authorial intent kind of guy. I guess the closest thing that I have to a headcanon, and I guess it's kind of a theory, but I think just based on the themes of the show that Erebos' revenge is going to have something to do with him losing somebody that he loved, probably a human and somehow related to the dragons and elves. Possibly he fell in love with a human and because of this wanted to help humanity and gave them the secrets of dark magic, which ultimately led to him paying the price of losing the one that he loves and being imprisoned in the mirror. But I guess that's like the closest I get to a headcanon. It's more of just like a baseless theory. Alrighty guys, well that's all the time we have for this video. As always, thank you guys so much for submitting questions. I will be getting to the rest of them in a possible part 3, possible part 4. We'll see. At this rate, I'm never going to run out of questions, so. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys, and I'm off to rewatch The Dragon Prince. See ya.